Well, Kiran Bedi's decision to join the BJP has certainly made the elections in the national capital far more interesting than they already were. The question is whether this will indeed be the big game changer that the BJP is hoping it will be, whether she's going to take on Arvind Kejriwal directly, and whether she will indeed then be the BJP's chief ministerial candidate. I spoke to Ms. Bedi earlier this morning for more. Ms. Bedi, thank you so much for joining us on what I'm sure is a very chaotic day for you, with everyone coming to congratulate you. But my first question really is that, it's being said that you were brought in to the BJP to directly take on Arvind Kejriwal and to dent the AAP campaign in a sense. Would you say that that's the case?
I think that's a perspective and a viewpoint, which I don't agree with. That's not the correct perspective. But if people have this perspective, they have a right to that. But I don't believe this is the correct perspective, because I know how I've come and why I've come and how we've come together. That's not the correct perspective, but I'm not here to explain that.
Ma'am, how did you come into this at this time? Because you yourself had indicated last year the possibility of joining politics, but it didn't happen. So why did it happen now, and how did it happen?
Well, I think there couldn't be more challenging time than this, because Delhi needs a strong, stable, administratively experienced government which takes the governance forward. Do we want elections every year? Do you and I as a taxpayer want to pay for an election every year? It's very, very expensive. It stalls the government. We've already lost very vital 1 year, both in human resource, money and development, and the chaos. Look at the chaos. And do you know, when Delhi suffers, India suffers. Because Delhi is the capital of India. When Delhi suffers, India suffers. When Delhi doesn't grow, India does not grow. We need a very clear, visionary, peaceful environment now in Delhi, so that the government of India and we can grow. We are waking to make in India. We need to make in India. We will be unmade if we don't make. We will be unmade. So it's challenge of absolute joining hands with my political leadership, particularly Mr. Narendra Modi and even Mr. Amit Shah, to join hands together and then take the country forward. This is all I can offer right now as a sign of patriotism. To me, this is supreme giving, because I was not in need of anything. Therefore, I was enjoying. It was very knowledgeable, comfortable, intellectual, stimulating, having my time for reading, traveling. But now all that comes to a standstill, because every moment and every bit of my energy and experience will go to the collective good of this country. Collective good of this country, collective good of the people. And I worked with villages, the slums, the poorest of the poor. I know their problems. I understand. I had to take permission. My NGO had to take permission to enter another school, to go and even counsel the children. I had to take permission. Imagine, I had everything to offer to the poor children of primary schools and secondary schools. I had to take permission. And they would say, why? Why should you come? Now they would need no permission. We will work together to see the dropout rates absolutely negligible. Why should we have dropout rates in Delhi? Why? When we have schools and teachers. Why can't we have NGOs doing social audit? And why can't we pitch them in for help to see that the education, the ASER report is showing it. ASER report of Patham is clearly saying that look at the high dropout rate. We will have to work on primary education to the fullest, And I'm an educator at heart.
What you said just now, do you then believe that your entry will be the game changer for the AAP versus the BJP? Because you do bring a certain credibility, you have done a lot of work, which you were talking about as well. Do you think that the AAP would be nervous with your entry today?
I don't know about them. I don't know about how the opposition feels. I don't know. I think that's their feeling. I don't know how they feel.
The question that everyone though wants to know the answer to right now is whether you will contest against Arvind Kejriwal in his constituency directly.
That's a choice, that's a decision of the party leadership. Who I fight, where I fight from. I'm willing to take any seat. I'm here to see that the BJP is strengthened and the BJP forms the government and BJP gets a stable government so that it is hooked with the central government, with Mr. Modi giving the Delhi everything that Delhi needs. I can tell you, if we are hitched, Delhi will be the biggest beneficiary.
But what you're saying is that you are ready to fight against Arvind Kejriwal. You are ready to contest against him if it comes to that.
Absolutely. I'm here to give it my best. I'm not here for power. I'm here for service. I win or I lose, it doesn't matter as long as my party wins. Period. That's it. I'm here, not here to win or lose. I'm here to serve. So if I lose, I'm fine. I have work to go back to. If I win, I continue to serve and give it all my experience. That's it. My life doesn't end with winning and losing. My life goes on anyway. I win, I serve through governance. If I lose, I go back to what I was doing till yesterday. There's enough to be done both sides.
Well, you know, you used to actually be very critical of Mr. Modi at one time and of politicians in general. You had once famously said that all politicians are thieves, sab chor hain. You had tweeted that Mr. Modi would have to answer for the Gujarat riots despite what the courts say. Now, your opponents have dug out all these old statements in the last day or so to say that Kiran Bedi has changed her stand today because she is being opportunistic. How would you respond?
As I said, life evolves. Life changes, life learns, and you grow. But for me, orientation towards politics changed from May middle onwards with leadership of Mr. Narendra Modi. The kind of trust factor he brought in, the kind of vision he brought in, the kind of collaborative approach he brought in, the kind of avahan, the movement which he set. And I tell you, he needs each one of us right now if we want a better future for our next generation. Mr. Modi needs each one of us as an Indian, not as of any political shade, of any faith, caste or religion or region or language. It is as an Indian first. I think we need to separate our affiliations towards Indianness and patriotism. Let's be Indian first. So I'm joining him as an Indian first because that's where I find an alignment with him today.
Well, Ms. Bedi, there's also a very divided BJP here in Delhi, and in fact, it's being said that one of the reasons that you were brought in is because the party doesn't have a face here. It is facing a lot of factionalism. Do you believe that they can unite under you? Because that's what someone like Vijay Goyal seems to think, that he believes that the party will work well under your leadership.
Well, I'm so glad they did. And didn't you see yesterday in the first presser when I was accepted into the BJP fold, the entire leadership was right on my left, on my right, and right behind me? Didn't you see a great unity? Didn't you see their presence? I think that says it all.
So then am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Delhi if the BJP wins this election?
When is the counting? When is it the counting in the declaration?
The 10th.
I think, when is the counting? I don't even know when is the counting.
The 10th.
When is the 10th? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because I had my dates written in my diary. 10th. Wait till the 10th. Wait till the 10th. 10th is not far. But imagine it's taken us one lost year to reach that far. One lost year in money, in resources, in infrastructure, in planning, and peace and harmony. I think we need all that back.
Well, what's important is that you're not ruling out that you are a potential chief ministerial candidate. I think it's safe for us to say that you're one of them.
Nidhi, you know, Mr. Amit Shah has clearly said the parliamentary board will decide and announce. I think let them take the time and decide. I think we are on the field now to let people know I'm with you. And now Delhi is 2 million families. It's 2 million. It's a family of Delhiites. So we'll all work together. If we get a chance, we'll all work together. That's the collective way I've been working, whether in policing or anywhere I was. And that's the way I only know. I'm an NGO. That's a benefit which will come. I'm an NGO. I understand the value of a common man's work, when it works. And not now, 26 years in alignment with the government. I've not been in confrontation with the government. I've been in alignment with the government.
Well, finally, Ms. Bedi, my last question is that, you know, all of you, whether it's Arvind Kejriwal, Shazia Elmi, yourself, Anna Hazare, you've come a long way. Just a few years ago, you were all part of the same team. You were together. You were sharing a stage and a common cause. All of you have now gone your separate ways and on very different sides of the ideological divide. Do you have any message for Arvind Kejriwal today?
No. I have no messages for anybody. I think we all choose our own messages. We have a right to our own messages. Thank you so much, Nidhi.
All right. Kiran Bedi there, possibly the next Chief Minister of Delhi, if the BJP does indeed come to power. It has certainly made the election race in the national capital far more interesting.